Imagine this, one of the most beloved romantic comedies of all time, When Harry Met Sally, almost ended with Harry and Sally walking away from each other forever. No happy New Year's Eve kiss, no fairy tale ending. But something changed everything on set, and now, after years of quiet reflection, Meg Ryan has finally opened up about her time working with director Rob Reiner. What she revealed is heartfelt, surprising, and nobody saw it coming. Stick around because this story goes deeper than you think. Hey folks, let's start by going back to 1989, when a little movie called When Harry Met Sally hit the screens and changed how we talk about love forever. It starred Meg Ryan as the optimistic Sally Albright and Billy Crystal as the witty Harry Burns, debating if men and women can truly be friends without romance sneaking in. Directed by Rob Reiner, this film wasn't just entertainment. It was a mirror to our own messy relationships, full of sharp dialogue and those moments that make you laugh and nod at the same time. Rob Reiner brought his personal touch to the project, drawing from his own life experiences after a decade of being single post-divorce. He teamed up with writer Nora Ephron, who crafted scenes based on real conversations Rob had with friends about dating and heartbreak. The result was a script that felt authentic, like eavesdropping on people figuring out life over coffee or in a car ride across the country. Meg Ryan, then in her late 20s, landed the role of Sally and made it her own with that infectious smile and perfect comedic timing. She later said Rob encouraged her to improvise, letting her add quirks like Sally's detailed restaurant orders that drove Harry crazy but endeared her to audiences. It was Rob's direction that helped Meg shine, turning her into the queen of rom-coms for years to come. One of the film's standout scenes is the fake orgasm in the deli, where Sally proves to Harry that women can fake it convincingly. Billy Crystal came up with the idea, Meg ran with it, and Rob's mom delivered the iconic line, "I'll have what she's having." This moment wasn't scripted that way initially, but Rob's collaborative style allowed it to happen, making the movie even more memorable. What many don't know is how Rob's real-life love story shaped the film. Originally, the ending had Harry and Sally parting ways after a chance meeting years later. No grand romance, just bittersweet reality. But then Rob met Michelle Singer, a photographer on set, and everything changed. He fell in love quickly, and it restored his faith in happy endings. Rob went to Nora Ephron and insisted on rewriting the finale. That's how he got the New Year's Eve scene where Harry rushes to Sally, spilling his heart with lines like loving how she gets cold when it's 71 degrees out, or how she takes an hour and a half to order a sandwich. It was inspired by Rob's budding romance with Michelle, proving that sometimes life imitates art in the best ways. They married in 1989, the same year the film released, and their relationship became a symbol of enduring love in Hollywood. Rob often credited Michelle for bringing joy back into his life, and she supported his career through thick and thin. Together, they raised a family and advocated for causes like environmental protection and political reform, showing their profound love of our country. As Meg would later note, the movie grossed over $92 million worldwide, a huge success for its time, and earned Nora an Oscar nomination for Best Original Screenplay. It influenced countless rom-coms that followed, from Sleepless in Seattle, where Meg starred again, to modern hits like Crazy Rich Asians. People still quote lines like, "Men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way." Sparking debates at dinner parties, Meg and Rob's professional bond grew strong during filming. She appreciated how he created a safe space for vulnerability, allowing her to explore Sally's emotions deeply. In interviews over the years, Meg praised Rob as a mentor who taught her about blending humor with heart, a lesson she carried into films like You Got Mail with Tom Hanks. Rob's style was hands-on. He'd share stories from his own life to help actors connect with their roles. For instance, Harry's cynicism came from Rob's post-divorce blues, while Sally's hopefulness mirrored the optimism Michelle brought him. This personal infusion made the characters relatable to audiences from 25 to 65 and beyond. As they navigated life's ups and downs, fans often revisit the film during holidays, especially New Year's, for that feel-good rush. It's not just about romance. It's about friendship evolving into something more, a theme that resonates as we age and reflect on our own connections. Rob once said in a 2018 interview that meeting Michelle while making the movie was fate, and it flipped the script. Literally, Meg stayed connected with Rob and Michelle over the decades. They'd attend reunions, like the 30th anniversary event in 2019, where they laughed about old times and shared behind-the-scenes secrets. She saw them as a real-life example of the fairy tales they portrayed on screen, believing in true love despite Hollywood's challenges. The cultural impact of When Harry Met Sally can't be overstated. It popularized the meet-cute and set the bar for witty banter and romances. For older viewers, it reminds them of youthful dreams, while younger ones discover it as a classic that holds up. Rob's direction ensured every scene had purpose, from the autumn walks in Central Park to the heartfelt confessions. Expanding on the production, filming took place in New York and Chicago, capturing the city's vibrancy. Meg recalled long days but fun nights with the cast, building chemistry that showed on screen. Rob encouraged ad-libs, like Billy's improvisations that made Meg break character in laughter, adding genuine spark. Michelle's role extended beyond meeting Rob. She influenced the film's tone by being around set, embodying the joy that seeped into the story. Their love story became part of the movie's lore, often shared in documentaries and podcasts about 80s cinema. Meg Ryan, who had worked closely with Rob on When Harry Met Sally, stayed quiet initially as tributes poured in from stars like Tom Hanks and Martin Short. But on December 17, 2025, she broke her silence with an emotional Instagram post. As years passed, Meg transitioned from acting to directing, inspired by Rob's multifaceted career. He didn't just direct, he acted in films like The Wolf of Wall Street and produced hits like The Princess Bride. His versatility showed Meg that creativity has no limits, encouraging her to helm projects like Ithaca in 2015. The film's soundtrack, with Harry Connick Jr.'s jazz standards, added nostalgia that appeals to our 25 to 65 audience. Songs like It Had to Be You evoke timeless romance, making viewers feel warm inside. Rob chose the music carefully, tying it to the characters' emotional arcs. Critics loved it too. Roger Ebert gave it 3.5 stars, calling it a love story with style, substance, and sparkle. That praise helped launch Meg's stardom, leading to box office successes and Golden Globe nods. Rob's faith in her talent paid off, creating a lasting legacy. Looking back, When Harry Met Sally isn't just a movie, it's a cultural touchstone. For those in their 40s and 50s, it recalls dating in the pre-internet era, while for 60+, it's a reminder of enduring partnerships like Rob and Michelle's. Meg's portrayal of Sally showed women as smart and independent, breaking stereotypes. Rob often spoke about the film's message: love can surprise you at any age. He and Michelle lived that, staying together for over 35 years until the end. Their story intertwined with the movies, making Meg's recent words even more poignant. In recent years, the film gained new fans through streaming, introducing it to millennials who appreciate its honesty. Podcasts dissect its themes, and TikToks recreate scenes, keeping it alive. Rob was thrilled by this, seeing it as proof of universal truths. Meg has shared in past talks how Rob's optimism rubbed off on her. During tough personal times, like her divorce from Dennis Quaid, she drew strength from the film's hopeful vibe. It was Rob who reminded her that fairy tales exist, just like he found with Michelle. The production wasn't without challenges. Weather delays in New York tested the crew, but Rob's leadership kept spirits high. He treated everyone like family, fostering loyalty that lasted.